when we talk about the EVs, your first reaction might be, this is an electrical powered car. But when we dig deeper, we'll find that being an EV doesn't always mean you don't need gas. Aside from the BEV, battery electric vehicle, which is purely electric, both PHEVs, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, and the EREVs, extended range electric vehicles, still need gas. Among these three, the EREV is quite special, unlike BEVs and PHEVs, where a BEV is simple with only one motor, and a PHEV has both a motor and a gas engine working together to drive the wheels. The EREV is different. Its internal combustion engine doesn't assist the motor in driving the car at all. In other words, an EREV has both a motor and an engine, but the motor is the only power source, so is the engine just a useless decoration? Actually, well, it doesn't power the wheels. It generates electricity for the motor. So, today, let's talk about the EREV. An EREV is basically a pure electric car with a small gas-powered generator on board. When the battery is full, it drives purely on electricity, from battery to motor to wheel, smooth, quiet, and with instant torque. When the charge gets low, the car's onboard AI management commands the range extender, a small, efficient gasoline engine paired with a generator, to start up. The engine runs at a constant, optimal speed to generate electricity, either powering the motor directly or recharging the battery. Crucially, the engine never mechanically connects to the wheels. It's just a generator, like carrying a portable charger in your trunk. It's like a Tesla with a gas generator that can charge the car while it's running. This design aims to eliminate range anxiety. You can charge at home for daily commutes and refill with gas for long trips. It's perfect for places with limited charging infrastructure or cold winters where batteries lose range. The idea is great, but in reality, it's not perfect. Since it still has the internal combustion engine you have to stay on top of. This means you are essentially paying for the upkeep of two systems, the electric motor and the engine. Additionally, if a driver prefers using only the electric mode and never lets the engine run, it might lead issues like carbon buildup in the cylinders. However, it was mentioned that carbon buildup is generally less of a problem here than in traditional gas cars. Since the motor is the only thing powering the wheels, EREVs feel more like BEVs on paper. They offer that seamless, quiet EV driving experience with the peace of mind of a gas backup. However, when the battery is low and the engine kicks in on the highway, fuel consumption can be higher, maybe 7 to 10 liters per 100 kilometers, due to energy conversion losses. So, why do some brands choose this system? It comes down to technology and business strategy. Technically, a BEV is the simplest to build. EREVs are in the middle. They are basically a BEV plus a simple generator, making them easier to develop than PHEVs. It's also very convenient to offer both EREV and BEV versions on the same platform. Just remove the range extender. PHEVs are the hardest to build because they require deep integration of the engine, transmission, and precise control systems. This explains why new car brands like NIO, Xpeng, Li Auto, Xiaomi, and Leapmotor focused on BEVs and EREVs. In recent years, these new car brands always struggled with a new Chinese word in China, 新势力, the new forces. In contrast, traditional car brands have decades of experience with the internal combustion engine. It's hard for them to give up their core expertise, especially since the new forces already have a first-mover advantage in pure EVs. by building PHEVs. Traditional brands can reuse their existing ICE supply chains and factories while adding electrical components, gradually transitioning toward a full EV future. BYD is a perfect example. They dropped the traditional gas cars entirely, but didn't completely give up on using gas through their hybrid tech. Overall, the existence of EREVs makes a lot of sense. Different scenarios require different cars, but as the fast charging networks expand and the PHEVs offer better fuel economy in low battery mode, will EREVs eventually fade away, or will they remain a key solution? We'll just have to wait and see.